All right, guys, let's have a little fun today. Let's look at 5 examples of shot situations, particularly for 8 ball, and let's see a few examples how to run these patterns and make shape on your next ball. 5 examples. In each example, we have at least 2 to 4 different ways of doing it. You let me know which you would do, and I will commentate and let you know which ones I like the best and which ones have the highest margin as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's
All
get
right,
into it.
example 1A here. Check out the table situation. We have the 1, the 6 down at the other end, and the 8 in this side. So here is an option of just playing a draw shot, no spin. Just try to creep it down that rail so that we can get a shot on the 6 to the corner. Now this shot is very sensitive on speed and weight in the shot. I mean, I just did it there and it worked out just fine, but that 6 only goes to those 2 bottom corners. It does not go to the sides or the others. So this one, example 1B, we just play a follow shot. We play the natural line. We come into the line of the 6. We have a large margin of error, and it's a great option. Learn to recognize the natural lines, guys. Natural lines, okay? So I like B for number 1. Okay, example 2A. Have a look at our 3 balls here. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a stun, just a tiny bit of draw. Trying to hold it for the 6 to the corner. This is not a bad option. I got on the wrong side of the 6 a little, but we have an open rail there just to bring the cue ball back, so it's just fine. Not a bad option, all right? And B, I'm going to play for the side pocket with a little bit of a center ball stun shot. And you can see I went a little bit too far. And so I'm just going to play a bit of draw, come back into that long rail. And probably got a little too much draw, but that's okay. It's still a very easy shot on the 8. All right. So in, now example 2C, and this is my favorite. Just a little bit of left spin, inside spin. We come into the line of the 6. We're pretty straight, but we do have a little bit of an angle. So we're just going to punch it through, do a stun follow shot, and we wrap it up. So I like C the best. All right, example 3A. Check out the table. Here I'm just going to play a follow shot with just a little bit of inside spin to slow it down, to try to creep in between those 2 balls. I don't recommend this shot. It's way too easy to snooker yourself behind those balls. I did it 3 out of the 4 times I tried that shot. I ended up snookering myself. So I do not like example A. All right, 3B. This is a draw shot with a little bit of right spin so that when it hits that short rail, it just kicks to the right over to the 6. And I actually like this option the best because there's a lot of room for error there. I could crash any one of those balls. Okay, and this is a 2-rail shot into that same zone. I don't really like that shot because most of the time I did it, I ended up hitting the 6 ball, and most of the time it didn't work out very good. So yes, B is my option for 3. All right, let's move on to 4. Example 4. Have a look at the situation. All right, so here we're going to play some inside spin to try to hold it. Ooh, we have to hit it so soft. It's such a delicate shot to try to hold for that 6 to the corner. All right, but we did it. And we're just going to stun out, and then we have the 8 to the side. Now, that's not a bad option, but it is very finicky and very delicate. All right, so here we're just going to play the landing zone. We have a large area over there just to play the natural line. We have a large landing zone area, almost a third of the table. All right, very easy. Just take that 6 to the side pocket instead of trying to hold it for the corner. Very easy. So I like that option. And C, some people just like to crash balls. And it kind of worked out here. It's not so bad. Just going to play a little inside spin here, just to kind of hold it nicely for the 8. But definitely B is my option, and A is not bad. All right, so let's move into example 5 now. 5A, this is a very a difficult table situation. We've got to get all the way down to the table, other end of the table. So I did play some right spin on this one, and just floated it and drifted it down the rail. Okay, not bad. All right, now we just come out to the center of the table, and we do have a doable shot on the 8. All 3 of the examples in this situation that I'm going to show you are all without risk. I mean, all with risk. They all have risks. Okay, so here we're just going to add some more right spin, and we're going to bring it down through the center of the table. Now, yes, you could crash that 8 and snooker yourself, so there is risk. But it is a very difficult situation to maneuver through. All right, and put that 8 ball in. And the last option is a draw shot. Okay, but we're still crossing the center of the table. We're still risking the scratch. So, again, very difficult situation. There is no easy way, but I do have to choose A as the most consistent pattern for this play. All right, and here we're just getting close to the 8 because it does go to several pockets. So let's just put this in and call it a day. Thanks, guys.